Let me show you how to make this trending backless shirt. It's so pretty. It's a must-have. If you want to make use of freehand, this is something you can do. If you're a freehand lover, and even if you're a pattern lover, you can also try this. Watch this video to the end. So, I made use of 1 yard of fabric, which was given to me by my vendor. And the first line I indicated, the vertical line was my button line. I'm sure you know how to make shirts, right? There, I used 3 inches for that part. So next thing I did was to get my neckline, my shoulder line, and now this is my waistline, my blouse length line. Then I'm going to extend my waistline out, extend my blouse hip line out, extend my chest line out. So I fold my 1 yard into two. Don't be confused. I fold my 1 yard into two. So now I'm going to place my bust divided by 4. So I'll place divided by 4. I'll place the half here. So skip your waist measurement for now. Watch this video to the end. You understand. Then you connect it. So I place my blouse hip measurement divided by 4. I place the half here, and I'm going to connect it as you can see in the video. So next is I'm going to also place the other half on the other part. Just watch this video to the end. You're going to understand. So I'm going to place the other half. Now I said divide by 4. So you need to connect the other part also as seen in this video. Next is for me to get to shape my armhole. You know there is no sleeve, so you have to shape your armhole. Shape your armhole, give it a curve. So give it a very nice curve. If you want it deep, you can go down. If you don't want it too deep, it depends on how you shaped that upper part. It does depend on how you shaped it. So next thing I want this dress to have a dart. So the dart is optional. If you don't want that, fine. If you want that, fine. But I want mine to have a dart, a front dart, a back dart, and a shoulder dart. So which is optional. But in this tutorial, I add use of that. So just place your dart. I use 4 inches for my dart, and I connect it as you can see me doing this video. So my nipple is 8. I just use 4 inch for this, and I connect my dart. This is my back dart. I'm going to place my front dart. I'm also going to place my armhole dart. So I'm going to shape the end part. Just go up by 3 from that center, and just give it a shape like that. So depending on what you want to do, if you want it straight, you can leave it. So now this is my front dart. Just trying to trace it out so to be clear. This is my front dart, and I didn't do something. I didn't remember to add my shoulder dart. So please remember to add your shoulder dart so that it will not gape. If you don't add the shoulder dart, it's going to gape at the armhole. So I'm going to cut out everything out. Then I'll also cut out the end parts. Can you see the end parts? Cut it out like that. So I don't want it to have too much joining. So I want all my joining to be at the back, at the center back. So there is no joining at the sides at all. There is no joining at the side. Just watch this video to the end. Now imagine I hold my dart. I also hold my dart for the back. Can you see how it's going to look like? So let me show you how it turns out after joining it on my sewing machine. So yeah, I was saying, remember to add your shoulder dart. This was what I was talking about. Remember to add your shoulder dart. So now next thing is I'm gonna have to join my collar. I'm gonna have to fold my button layer where my button will be. Then this is my center dart. This is my shoulder that I was talking about. Please remember to to hold the dart there so that it will not gape. So now that you've added your dart, you can now come and place your measurement. So your measurement now is, I use 39 or 40. For you can use, if your measurement is 39, you can add 1 inches to it to make it 40. And you can also decide to maintain your normal measurement, which is 40 or 39, if you want it fitted. So for my waist part is 31. I added 2.5 for my waist allowance. My blouse hip is 40. I also added 2 allowance to that. So I don't want the blouse hip to be too tight. I don't want my waist to be too tight, but my bust part has to be tight and firm. Now you connect it that way. You shape out. So there's too much excess, which I'm going to cut that out. As you can see me doing the video, then I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to go and neatly join it, and this is what we have. Can you see how I neatly joined it? And this is what we have. This is the front view. So I'm going to use my pressing button for this. You can put the regular button and you can start to put a press button. The choice is yours. So you don't want to do too much in the bust area. You don't want to do too much. Don't add any allowances to the bust area. If you want to add, one is enough for the bust area. But for the waist and for the blouse hip, you can use 2 or 2.5 inches for that part. So now for the collar, the standard I use is 18 by 15. 18 for my length, 5 inches for my width. So I'm just trying to get a borderline. So go and get a borderline so that you know you would see clearly and understand clearly. So I'm just trying to get a borderline. So I'm going to connect the lines together. As you can see, something that is very easy to make, but I had to, make the video very slow so that you understand better. So right now, I want to believe you know how to draft a collar, and if you don't know how to draft a collar, this is how to draft a collar using a freehand or a pattern. This is a freehand method or a pattern method. So just come up by 2 inch here. Just come up. I'm going to come up by 2 inch. So just come up by 2 inch here. Then now you connect the lines up. Then you go inward by 1.5. You also slant it out as you can see in the video. Then you give it a curve like that because you don't want that part to be sharp. Now you need to add allowance. So you're going to cut out the omitted part first and you add allowance to just the front part. So like I said, for the width I use 5 inches, meaning I already added my allowances to it already. You don't need to add any allowance again to it. Just do it like this and add allowance to this part. It's 18 I use for the length. I had to add allowance to that part, so it should be serve as my joining allowance. So can you see the way I just did it? It's very simple. So now I'm going to cut these two of these because it's the paper I'm using. But on your fabric, please make it unfold. On your fabric, please make it unfold. You don't want to have joining, right? So make it unfold to avoid joining on that neck area. So I'm going to cut it out and see what we have. Can you see how our collar is looking like? Go ahead and cut two of these, unfold, and you just turn it out. Easy peasy. Can you see the way it look like? Now do you see the reason why I said you don't need to add allowances to the 5 inch already? So there's already allowance already on it. Now let me show you the final outcome, how it look like. This is how it was looking like. Can you see how cute this was looking? This is so pretty. Emphasis on so pretty. I love. If you find this video helpful, do it to follow, drop a like. See you in my next video. Bye.